Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here at the Barnell Academy here in Chicago. And I'm here with one of their travel advisors. It's Lauren Jones, who's with Solus Travels in Long Beach, California. And we're going to talk to Lauren a little bit about her experiences with Burnell, what brought her to the agency, and also what are the programs that she really relies on to really improve her business. You're going to find out about all that and more on Insider Travel Report. Lauren, first of all, great to see you here. This is my first Bernal Academy. How many of them have you been to?
Well, first, welcome.
Okay.
That's so exciting. This is actually my fourth Brownell Academy.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long have you been a travel advisor?
So I started my business in fall of 2021.
Right.
I was a member of mentorship class 24 and started that program in September of 2021 and launched my business right after that.
Wow. So really after the pandemic.
Yes, I kind of hopped onto that crazy train and it's been a fun ride ever since.
And what do you specialize in?
Yeah, so I really specialize in family travel. I work with honeymooners as well, and also work with a lot of clients that are interested in celebration travel. So whether that's a 40th birthday, 50th birthday, a big family kind of gathering to celebrate, a couple members of the group, that's something that I do quite a bit of.
Fantastic. Now, what attracted you to Burnell to be hosted by Burnell?
Yeah. So Brownell to me was at the top of the list from the very beginning of my research, but especially when I found out about their mentorship program, that was something that I was highly focused on. And I knew that in order for me to have a successful start in the industry, that I wanted to be a part of their mentorship program.
So you've working with their mentors, other travel advisors in a group to help you along and make suggestions about your business, right?
Yes, and it's a very, there's no other mentorship program quite like Brownell's. They've been doing, like I said, I was class 24. We are now on class 31. So there's usually two mentorship classes per year. It's a small cohort of less than, 6 people. And we have dedicated week-long training in Birmingham where the headquarters are. And then it's like a year-long program in which we have partner trainings. We have trainings with, certain advisors within the community, and it gives you that extra support to really launch your business successfully.
Fantastic. Now, any other programs you turn to with Burnell?
Well, how long do you have?
The ones that you achieved.
Yeah, I think that Brownell has really, really invested heavily in the last couple of years with kind of like internal technology platforms that have elevated us all. So one in particular is called Inside Brownell. It's a really, really dynamic portal where our community can connect on a deeper level with our partners. Kind of have all the contact information, all of the individual properties, DMCs, and they have all their listings there. So it's like a one-stop shop for us, which is extremely helpful. We also use TripSuite now, which is our CRM and invoicing program, which I think we just kind of scratched the surface on what that's going to be capable of.
But for you, the mentor program was really the key to growing your business from the beginning.
Yes.
And so you're obviously here. You've attended a few of these Burnell Academies. Do you also go to they're obviously a member of Virtuoso. Do you go to Virtuoso?
Yes, I have been. I've obviously been to Virtuoso Travel Week in Vegas. I am in the Los Angeles market, so they do have frequent pop-up events in kind of my neighborhood that I've been able to attend. So I really try to keep connected with what they're doing. If I'm in those, and try to make myself available.
Absolutely. Now, have you become a mentor yourself? Or not that?
I think so. And I think that that's part of the gift of kind of our close-knit community is we do kind of figure out kind of who's selling in a similar fashion to you, who maybe has similar client profiles. And so, yes, I've become a mentor to other advisors, but I'm still constantly learning from the community as well.
So where do you go from here? Where are you? How quickly has your business grown within the last few years?
Yeah. So, you don't know what you don't know. And so my first year, there were certain expectations that I had for myself and for the business, and kind of just blew through those very quickly. Like I said, rode the train right after COVID. And so being able to maintain, an annual growth of it, upwards of 35%, year over year has been something that I couldn't have expected at the beginning, but that's where we are. And so just growing my team to be able to.
So you now have other advisors working for you as well. So
I have travel coordinator who really is helping me to support my clients in the ways that they've kind of come accustomed to by working with us.
So how do you get to this point? What did you do before you became a travel advisor?
So my career started in entertainment. I worked for 20th Century Fox Films on the domestic publicity side. And then I transitioned to social events. So I was in weddings and events for over 10 years. And that's really, many ways have always been in travel via, destination events and doing, press junkets and media tours in my first career. But both of those stepping stones have really brought me here, and I think really helped give me the confidence to launch my own business.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. So you had a quick. Did you ever think that being a travel advisor was going to be a lucrative and growing profession for you?
I didn't know it was going to be this lucrative, if I'm going to be honest. I had hoped, and Brownell really made clear how successful the community is overall. My grandmother was actually a travel agent.
Oh, so you had a little history in the family.
Yeah, and so she's no longer with us, but I do have a lot of her printouts and a binder, and I think I look back on
those are historic. You better keep them.
I know. But so it's been, it makes me smile to know that I'm doing what she did in very different forms, but that, the love for travel and servicing clients has kind of always been in our family, one way or another.
It's interesting because, just a few years ago when I first started out in the business, people thought being a travel agent back then, or a travel advisor, was not a lucrative profession. It wasn't a growing profession. Everybody was going to be wiped out by the internet and online. And now we are here in 2025, and it's now one of the fastest growing professions. And everybody thinks they have a shot at doing it because you can own your own business. You can travel like your clients and get to know. I'm sure you've traveled a lot. You get to know the business, and then you can earn a decent money, right?
Absolutely. No, I definitely, it's exciting to see all the new talent and new energy coming into the industry. I think that it does require a lot of discipline and dedication.
Oh, it's hard work.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the clients that we are servicing are coming to us for our expertise. And we really want to make sure that we are delivering a consistent high level of service kind of with every trip and with every inquiry. So no, it's been fantastic.
Now, where do you go from here in Brunel? Are you going to look for other specialties? Or are you going to really focus on the family travel and things like that?
Yeah, again, kind of with Brownell's support, I never thought that I would be able to confidently sell cruises, to be honest. And that is a growing side of my business. Brownell has been really supportive with offering cruise-focused webinars and meetings. Part of our itinerary today here at Academy is focused on kind of getting to know our cruising partners better. So to see that part of my business kind of take off is exciting. I think really focusing more on, the luxury lines and
also for you, family lines too. That have the luxury ones that take families. So
that's right.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing you should look into is river cruising too.
Absolutely. And that's been kind of like an entry point for a lot of my cruise clients. If they take one river cruise they realize how enjoyable the pace is, and then they're coming for more.
And it's great for families too. People don't know that part of it, that it's not just for old people like me.
No,
Yeah, so that's it. But
yeah.
So it sounds like, anything else you want to say about your experience with Brownell?
I think that, my experience at Brownell is not unusual in terms of the community here. I think we all have come in as very driven individuals that are really focused on just growing our business and working with other kind of like-minded advisors and having this community. So I think that as the community continues to grow, that I think that I have nothing but, high expectations for my business.
So you expect to come back to another Brownell Academy?
It's the best.
That's the best. There you go.
Very
Well,
good.
congratulations. It sounds like you really found a great niche for yourself, as well as a great hosting agency in Brownell.
That's right.
And best of luck for your future.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you on a cruise one of these days with all the families.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.